So imagine this. It's 2017 and it's summer. The football season just ended and you're sat at home wondering which players your club wants to sign this summer. Is your club being linked with anyone? Are they holding talks with any other clubs? Have they agreed personal terms? What do you do if you want to know? You go on Google and you read some shady journalist claiming Inter Milan were definitely gonna sign Messi this window. Or you're on YouTube watching some random guy talk about transfers that would make sense. Now think about today. What do you do if you want to know if there's any updates at all on that player who's been linked to your club all season? You go on Twitter and you start refreshing Fabrizio Romano's page. Because you know. If you want reliable transfer news, you search up this Italian man who's managed to become the foremost authority on football transfers over the last few years. But in 2025, it seems Fabrizio Romano is falling off. This window, we've seen multiple here we goes end up being false alarms, clubs publicly calling out Fabrizio, players beefing with him online, and even rumors of him being bribed. If you're wondering what the hell is going on with the man who is considered the source of football transfers, you're at the right place. You're watching The Football Realm, and let's get right into it. The major argument against Fab this window is that he keeps getting transfers wrong. And to be honest, he has gotten far more transfers wrong this summer than ever before. He called the here we go for Morgan Gibbs White to Tottenham, but the player ended up rejecting Spurs. He called the here we go for Emerson Royal to Besiktas, but he ended up joining Flamengo instead. Fab confirmed that Boniface was joining Milan, but that deal fell through. He gave the here we go for Eze to Tottenham, but he joined Arsenal instead. And it's not just incorrect here we goes. His other reports have also been inaccurate, especially those involving Tottenham. Fab claimed Spurs bid 70 million for Como wonderkid Nico Pass, but various others reported that it was only 40 million. Fabrizio also tweeted that Tottenham bid for Hincapié, while at almost the same time, David Ornstein, who's probably overtaken Fabrizio as the #1 source for Premier League transfers now, tweeted that Arsenal have made a move for the player. In the end, Fabrizio was the only one saying Spurs were interested, while Ornstein claimed that Arsenal wanted the player and Arsenal got the player. Fabrizio also tweeted that Lucas Paqueta was keen on a move to Aston Villa from West Ham on deadline day, and later that same day, Paqueta scored, kissed the badge, and confirmed that he was staying. Also in this window, clubs really went the extra mile to keep their transfer activity hidden from Fab. Porto unveiled Luke de Jong at a preseason friendly with nobody knowing anything about the transfer. Southampton signed Mats Roerslev and posted on social media saying Fabrizio did not tweet about this transfer at all. They were just trying to be funny, though football clubs in general probably don't really like Fabrizio reporting on them, since they all want to keep their transfer activity secret and he just puts it out there for the world to see. For example, Fab reported that Newcastle would pay over 80 million euros for Sesko, and when Newcastle then tried to sign Jackson, Chelsea asked for 80 million because they knew Newcastle had the money. But players and agents love Fabrizio. He's even admitted that sometimes players text him directly about which clubs they are moving to. But this window, that kinda backfired as Victor Boniface got into a beef with Fabrizio online and leaked their private DMs. Boniface's transfer from Leverkusen to Milan fell through after he failed his medicals. This led to a lot of fake news on Nigerian media and Boniface called them clowns on an Instagram story. But Fabrizio misinterpreted the story, thinking Boniface was talking about the people involved in the failed transfer. This obviously brought a lot of heat to the player, who told Fab to take down the post and tweeted the chat screenshot to set the record straight. And under Fabrizio's Instagram post about Galatasaray being close to an agreement for Manuel Akanji, the player himself commented, "Don't know anything about that," and Fabrizio eventually took down the post. But even worse are the allegations that he's interaction farming. If you don't know what that is, in this context it's basically a claim that Fabrizio Romano recycles news and posts the same thing again and again to get likes and views on social media. Like he might say he has news on Garnacho and you will tune in to see what it is, and he'll say Garnacho is close to joining Chelsea, which is basically the same from the previous week when he would have said Garnacho to Chelsea is in an advanced stage. In fact, I give Garnacho as an example because just in the month of August, Fab has mentioned Garnacho in 34 different tweets, while he confirmed in July that Garnacho only wants Chelsea and nobody else. I mean, he posts screenshots like these saying Garnacho is waiting for the move. But you know what, I can look past this tweet. But sometime back, out of nowhere, he tweeted saying Vitinha was not going to leave PSG as they really like the player. I mean, no shit. Nobody said anything about him leaving. He's a Ballon d'Or candidate. This has led people to think that Fab is either engagement forming or he's being paid by these players to post stories about them to drive up their market price or get them better contracts. Now, I don't know how true any of that is, but you've got to admit that's a weird thing to tweet. But even after all that, if you ask me for my opinion, I'd say the throne is still his. Sure, he got 4 transfers wrong, but that's 4 out of hundreds and all of them were very special scenarios. It was just weird coincidence that they all happened this summer. Here we go still remains the launch code for transfer nukes in the football world, and I'm not going to stop equating a here we go to a completed transfer just because Emerson Royal changed his mind at the last second and screwed up the here we go. Fabrizio Romano is the GOAT at what he does, and if he sometimes repeats the same news again and again, that's fine by me honestly. So yeah, that's it for today, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.